Hi, I'm Brandy McDonald, Arts and Entertainment Writer for the Oklahoman and Oklahoman.com. And it's DeadCenter Day, guys. DeadCenter Film Festival 2019 starts. They're excited. We have Sarah Thompson and Alex Pickard Davis from DeadCenter Film Festival, the esteemed DeadCenter Film Festival staff, 2/3 of the staff. Right now, no one's running that festival because we've got 2/3 of the staff.
Too much press.
Too much press. So, but yes, it's here, 2019 DeadCenter. It's already time, and this year I think is a another record-setting, record-breaking. Which one? Record-breaking year for the films, because I think you got just bukus of submissions.
Yeah, 1,500 submissions this year.
That's so many submissions.
It is so many submissions. It's incredible every year when I sit down with our awesome programmers, Kevin Ely, Shane Smith, and Sunrise Tipicani, because the pool that we are picking from, it's enormous, and the quality is enormous as well. So it's not like, there was a time in DeadCenter history where it was kind of like, well, let's get the ones that look the best, and let's get the, but it's just not like that anymore. We get incredible films from all over the world. So when we're making those choices, it's really hard. So these are great films, and they had to go through a lot to get here.
Yeah, I think 140 films will be shown between now and Sunday, which is just a lot of films to show in 4 days. But you guys will be all over downtown doing this action, and starts tonight. And I think you've got an opening night film happening over at Harkins. You may have read about it in the paper. Mickey Reese arrowing back to DeadCenter. Thank you, headline of the year. His new movie, Arrows of Outrageous Fortune, one of our Oklahoma prolific filmmakers. And then at the same time, you'll have another film opening up over at the Museum of Art at 5:30, and there's going to be some special stuff going on at that time because you guys are going to be honoring the icons. You want to talk about who's going to be the icons this year?
Yeah, so this year we're honoring Allison Nafee, we're honoring Steve Laporte and Steve Mathis, and they're all crew members, so it's really the year of the crew and celebrating the people behind the scenes who are making things happen. Steve Mathis is a legendary gaffer who's worked in LA for many years and has come back to kind of teach some Okies the tools of the trade. And Allison Nafee does locations work. She worked on August Osage County, and Steve Laporte has worked on everything from films to, he was the makeup person for Lost for 8 years. Right.
And you actually won an Oscar for Beetlejuice, I believe. So
yes.
That's exciting.
Award-winning.
Yeah, award-winning
makeup
for sure.
artist.
And that's going to lead into a screening of Jump Shot, which is an interesting documentary about the guy who invented the jump shot in basketball. And that's got some big names in it, behind it. Our old frenemy KD is, I think, involved in that film. And Steph Curry, who you can see in the NBA Finals. I'm not rooting for him, but that's okay. But you guys, that's just the beginning of just 4 days that are absolutely jam-packed. There's even a pajama party, I understand.
Yes, I am so stoked for the pajama party. We have an awesome film coming to us. It's called Come As You Are. It's a remake of a foreign film called Hasta La Vista, and it's about 3 men with disabilities who travel to a brothel. We have two cast members coming with the film, and one of them happened to be Ari Tenenbaum in the Royal Tenenbaums. So when we were partnering with 21C to decide on our PJ Party movie, I was like, well, what if we brought in Ari Tenenbaum to host? And he loved the idea, so he will be there. He will be hosting this event. It's going to start at 11 p.m. on Friday at 21C. It's free and open to the public. And then the movie, The Royal Tenenbaums, will screen at midnight. And if you're looking for something to do before that, come see his film that he's in now. Grant Rosenmeyer is his name as an adult. And it's called Come As You Are. It's at 9:15 at Harkins.
And that's not all that's going on at 21C, because 21C is the site for the 2nd annual Tech Center. And you guys are going to have VR films, but you're also going to have a lot more, including some wearable technology, which is just a cool phrase.
We've got the Google wearable jacket, so you can access the internet on your sleeves. We've got some just augmented reality experiences, and then we have those virtual reality stories as well.
Right, and you guys got some.
That's 11 to 6 Friday through Sunday at 21C, and that's free and open to anybody who wants to come.
Right.
Also,
VR films.
Can I mention something else about 21C?
Sure.
We also this year we included music videos as a category in our short films, and those will be screening at 21C at the same time during DeadCenter. So you can go to their video art room, and from 10 a.m. to midnight, you can see all of our awesome music videos that we have this year.
Awesome, awesome. Including, I think, one with the local rock band, The Nims, personal favorite of mine. So, but you guys have a lot of different Oklahomans. Besides Mickey, we just had Jeffrey Palmer here with the And Scott Mowaday documentary, Words from a Bear. That's, of course, Oklahoma filmmakers. And so you guys have a lot of Oklahomans on the list this year. You want to talk about a few of the Okies that people might encounter in their films?
Sure. Well, we have a lot going on in that area. We have our Okie Shorts, which is always a favorite short program. That'll be Friday night at 5:30 at Harkins. We also have a whole program we're calling Okie Expats, because there are people from Oklahoma that have moved away and have made a film, and then they've sent it to us, and we loved it, and there was such a large number of them, we thought, well, let's just give them their own program. We have a documentary that everybody is looking forward to called Red Dog. That's going to be a big hit over the weekend.
We'd show you the trailer, but this is a family program.
Yeah. I thought, I forgot to tell them that trailer, but then I remembered what was in it. So we're all good.
And we actually have an interview with him. That's Luke Dick, who is now a songwriter to the Country Stars, who actually made that documentary about the infamous Oklahoma City strip club where his mother worked when he was a toddler, and that was sort of like his home away from home kind of thing whenever he was a tiny child. So a family film, but not a family film necessarily. So that interview actually is going to run on Friday, and that he's a hoot. So that movie's a ton of fun, but again, not for the wee ones.
Not for the whole family.
Not for the whole family.
And then we had, you mentioned Mickey Reese, and just to give him another shout out, I was thrilled to kick off our Oklahoma slate this year with his film, Arrows of Outrageous Fortune. I really kind of right now look at him as our resident auteur, and it's just super fun to celebrate everything he's doing. So we're excited about that. We also have 3 films with people coming back that are either from Oklahoma or have an Oklahoma root of some connection of some kind, and that's going to be House with the View of the Monster. If you're want to see something scary, I'm sorry, Home with the View of a Monster. Home with the View of the Monster. If you want to see something scary, and that's going to be Alex and Todd Greenlee brothers made that. Then I believe they shot that in Altus, where they're from. We also have The Bygone, and that is Graham and Parker Phillips, who came back to shoot that film here, and on screen it is one of the most gorgeous films I've ever seen. And then we also have Hosea by Ryan Daniel Dobson, who is also coming back, and he worked here, I believe, at Heritage Hall for several years, and his wife's family is from Oklahoma. And so all these films are kind of Okies that moved away, decided not only did they want to make a movie, but they wanted to make it here, came back and shot it, and then entered it into the festival, and we saw them and we loved them, so we brought them back.
That's exciting. And if you want to start your kids early loving film and learning about film, you guys have another event like DeadCenter's free to the public. Kids Fest is free to the public. So let's talk a little bit about Kids Fest, because my kids are super excited.
You want to talk about that?
You can talk
about it.
I'll
talk about it. Kids Fest is wildly popular. I think last year was the first time we programmed it both on Friday and Saturday. It's a 1-hour shorts program for kids that we show at the downtown library, free, open to the public. They're programming some really exciting events around it this year, and we have a couple surprises up our sleeves. And so that's 11 on Friday and Saturday, and then also on Saturday at 1 o'clock we've got the encore presentation of the Pat Presents Student Film Contest that we helped put on earlier this year. So lots of fun things happening down at the library, lots of fun things happening down on Film Row.
And at the Museum of Art, because Patrick Patterson, isn't he doing a Q&A tonight after Jump Shot? So,
yes.
So we're gonna, and that's not all in the Thunder department either, because you guys are bringing back, speaking of wildly popular, speaking of free, speaking of family friendly, the infamous, famous, wonderful Saturday night free outdoor screening at Myriad Gardens, and the weather is going to behave, because I just told it's got.
Well, I'm holding up the sky.
And that's going to actually be a double bill, but it's going to start with a Thunder film again this year.
Yep.
This is going to start with Growing Up George, which is a short animated film about Paul George growing up with his sisters, and we're super excited to show it. Right before an awesome film called Bluebird Cafe. I'm sorry, I'm messing up all my titles now.
It's Bluebird, but it's about the Bluebird Cafe.
Yeah, about the Bluebird Cafe, which is just wonderful. It's basically a documentary that really just celebrates songwriting, and you're going to see some famous faces in it, Taylor Swift and Garth Brooks, but they really celebrate the people who wrote the songs, and it's just beautiful. So you're definitely going to want to bring a chair and just sit back and relax and watch Growing Up George and Bluebird.
What sort of tips or hints do you give, besides I think somebody drinks Pedialyte to get through the day?
Yes.
But what tips do you give for people who are jumping into that Dead Center adventure that maybe haven't done it before?
I would say definitely hydrate. First and foremost, it gets hot outside, and when you're moving back and forth, you just got to stay hydrated. This year, pass holders get to ride the streetcar for free. So that's huge for people who've kind of volleyed back and forth between the museum and Harkins in the past. And if you're a newbie, it's a really great way to get around. The pass gets you into everything. It gets you priority access into the films, gets you into all of the parties. It is a 4-day just celebration of independent film. So we recommend that, but if you want to dip your toe in the water, we've mentioned a lot of different free opportunities. Also, I volunteered. We both started in Lance even. We all started as volunteers. So if you really want to see the festival back end and you're like, I don't really want to commit money to it yet, volunteer. There's plenty of stuff to do. We could not do it without, we have over 400 volunteers. So there's 2 of us sitting here and there's 400 people scrambling behind the curtain right now.
You're just going to hang out here all day and let them
It's air conditioned here.
Air conditioned here, right? Out of the rain, everything. We've even got snacks coming later. So it's one of those things that people can also buy a ticket to a single film, but they will not have priority access. Pass holders have access over somebody who buys a single ticket. So that is an option, but it's not.
It's a little different from just going to a movie theater. Right. It's we let in pass holders, and then if we have seats available, we sell those tickets. They're $12 at the door.
All right, and they should have the Dead Center website or the Dead Center app.
The Dead Center app this year.
Ready to go.
Yes. Moving more into the future.
I've only clicked on that site about 400 times in the last couple days. So
thank you for the clicks.
we have tons of coverage in the Oklahoman about Dead Center. Maddie Lee, one of our Thunder Beat reporters, interviewed Paul George about the film. You can find that on Oklahoman.com. Talked to Kyle Roberts, a former video person here, about his Trolls stop motion VR film, which he'll be showing over at Tech Center for free. So we've got an interview with him on Oklahoman.com. Again, Mickey Reese. So there's tons of coverage on Oklahoman.com, and we are going to be working the festival all weekend long. I'm just going to be hanging out with them all weekend, watching movies and enjoying life, because that's the good stuff. So come to Oklahoman.com, DeadCenter.org, I believe, and get all your Dead Center news. Hydrate and go see a movie. Thanks for coming in.